I'm about to tell you something. Some of you aren't going to believe it. Many of you aren't going to like it. But unfortunately, today, this is why we've gathered. And over time, I'm going to be proven right. Over and over and over again. Because what I'm about to lay down for you are straight facts.
They say there's no good news.
There's no good news.
Stop it, 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 stop it!
Before you get another book or course, before you put something else off because you have to learn more about it, before you delay another step because you need a mentor, let me just share something with you. It does not matter what type of advice you get. It does not matter who your mentors are. It does not matter how many courses you take. None of that is ever, like capital E ever, going to outweigh work. As a freelancer, as a content creator, at the end of the day, you are a service provider, a producer. You create something, other people consume it. The only way that anything you do amounts to anything is if you provide service, if you provide the world with some sort of product. And that means doing work. So instead of you spending most or all of your time preparing to work, this is what I suggest. Instead of you investing your time, your energy, and your money into getting educated, getting motivated, informed on the latest tips, tricks, and tools, instead of you seeking guidance before you take a step, why don't you invest in actually getting started? Get started, get stuck, get confused, then go out and get information if you need it. Then go out and research and take your courses and ask for help. Be able to say, this is where I am, this is what I've tried, this is what I need. Don't start with the information stage first. For a lot of people, that's just a setup. It's the perfect pathway to procrastination. There's a way that you can approach info seeking that makes it look, smell, feel, and certainly taste like it's part of work. Nope, it's not. That's chicken tenders all breader, just fat and foolishness. Start with work first. Work, whether people realize it or not, is actually the hardest thing for entrepreneurs, for freelancers to do. Not even the work itself, just getting to work. For real, a lot of times, the answers we need are easy to come by. We just put a lot of breader between ourselves and the answer. We decide that we are going to go about it by extracting a single simple answer from a whole course when there's a 2-minute video that we can watch. We decide that we're going to have a long conversation with someone, with a mentor, when there's a search bar and an instant reply. If you're really not playing around and you really need answers, if you're really not trying to pass off your hobby as your business, every time you need to seek out information, decide what you need to know, and then think about the possible sources to get that information. So if you're a freelancer, and what you need to know is how to pitch clients, that sounds like something where an article or two, a video or two can advance your knowledge fairly quickly. What you're actually looking for is what's contained in a pitch or a proposal letter. Go get that information and get started. If you don't know the next step, don't even worry about it. Just get that pitch done. Get your proposal letter done first. Come back and get you some more learning done later. Get started. If you want to write a book, but you don't know how to go about writing a book, start writing. Don't worry about the book part. Get words on the page. Worry about learning how to make it a book, how to get it into production or into print later. Get started. If you need to do a certain thing in a certain program, look for that answer specifically. Don't decide that you need to make a certain edit in a certain program and enroll in a course about the entire program or getting started with the entire program. That's ludicrous. Get started. When you're out there wasting time, getting more information than you need, that's over investment. Remember that episode that I did called Invest in the Best, where we covered how it's bull and bad business for many of us to invest in the very best tools and the very best resources? Well, if you don't remember, I'll link it below. But that's the same premise. To invest time, resources, money in information that you don't need, that's a luxury. It's over investment. The main thing you need if you really want to do something is to get started. But that's also the main thing that people try to avoid without acknowledging, or sometimes without even being completely aware of what they're doing. For a lot of people, the quest for information, for education, for advice is just a means to avoid the starting point of work. A lot of people spend most of their time on preparation. That's just procrastination, simply stated. The truth that I will be proven right about over and over and over again is that getting started will get you way further than getting informed first. Get started, learn along the way. If you enjoyed this podcast and you would like to show some love, you can find the Cash App and PayPal details wherever you clicked into this podcast. And if you would like to show your love in another form, please subscribe and share. As always, any and everything is appreciated. Till next time.